and the Seahawks. And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, you look at the Seahawks team as they get ready here. Now, they lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess. They could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Seahawks set to go on offense here, and it is the Pro Bowler Geno Smith at quarterback, Charles, in his 12th NFL season.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game, so he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. First carry here for Ken Walker. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 13 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
They lock it with a grab over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith. They'll roll him out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Geno Smith. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
And oh, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I need your help on this one. We just saw an extra point blocked. Do you think the rain had anything to do with it getting blocked?
Everything goes a little bit slower, but I'll tell you what, the snap and the hold, they look good.
Yeah, and most of the time, I love when you bring that up about it getting slower. It's deliberate when it gets slower, right? Because you have to go through it a little bit more. You want to be just a little bit more careful, catching the ball, putting it down, and giving him a chance to kick it.
The Giants offense ready to go to work, and they'll do so behind Daniel Jones in his 6th season now out of Duke.
And he's coming off an injury-shortened season where he only played in 6 games, going 1-5 over that span, with just 3 total touchdowns on the year. But the Giants have a lot of confidence in him. They didn't draft a quarterback this year, and they're looking for him to bounce back and prove that last year was an anomaly.
Now Jones. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Throwing, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's caught. Allen Robinson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Again, he'll drop to throw. Johnson's got it complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Okay, here we go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Giants are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
That's good for our Seattle Seahawks.
Back to Walker on first down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. You talk about this Giant defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. They need 2. Here's third down. As they've got it as we resume action. Play action. It's Smith. That is caught. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Geno now to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, we go.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That's another Seahawks.
Walker going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now Smith. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. From the 15 now after the sack. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing now is Gino. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Jason Myers on for a field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Here we go, hey.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. Going right side, he finds Slayton. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw. Jones. And it's caught. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Singletary will take it in for the Giants touchdown. That could be an important swing right there, a touchdown of the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Gano for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter.
Hey, here we go. Hey.
Now Geno. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back to throw, Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Again, Smith. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Myers' kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense. That penalty is declined.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
New York set to take the field.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Off the bootleg, Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
In motion left, Robinson. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to shake him off. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They run here with Singletary. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Okay, here we go.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes this a 9-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Smith.
He completes this to Walker.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Smith. And that is incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Hey, we go.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Half 18, half 18.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop.
Throwing Jones.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now Jones.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Back to throw. Jones.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And that'll keep this a 9-point game. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10.
At about the 32.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
DK Metcalf, 68 yards. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And New York set to take the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario Get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Jones.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Well, that sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
Here's Jamie Gillen down as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion.
This is 1st and 10.
They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
He'll find Metcalf.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Here comes 2nd down.
Completes it to Fant on the right side. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan.
And that's caught inside the 30.
That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for the Seahawks, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers